Hey Virgo, this is Camille from Millennial Tarot here with your January 2019 reading. Before we get into it, I did want to make two announcements, one of which you've heard before. I'm doing my $5 readings up until the end of the year. So if you get your question into the email below by, let's say, 11:59 on December 31st, you can kind of lock in that pricing. Otherwise, they do go back up to $10 in the new year. My second announcement is that I have launched my website, starsandskin.com. I will link it below. Please do check it out. There you can find a different way to get in touch with me through tarot readings or whatever. You can learn more about astrology through my writings. But the thing I'm proud of most is that I have opened in tangent with it in an apparel store. Sloppy. An apparel store where you can find your sign, sun, moon, or rising, you know. It features a natal chart design that has a constellation superimposed onto it. Now this is the Aquarius constellation, and then below it'll have your sign right here and some celestial designs in the background. And I love these shirts because they're so comfortable, they're minimalist, they come in black and white and cropped, and you can kind of put them and pair them with anything, dress them up, dress them down, and they're just super cute and a good way to wear the stars on your skin, which is where I got the stars and skin idea from. So if you like what you see here, please do check that out. They are just $20 and they're super awesome. So without further ado, we're going to head into your reading. I'm actually going to take some tea here. Gotta be meticulous for Virgo and see what is coming up for you January 2019. One more time. Ooh, heading off into a trance. That is good. Okay. Very, very beautiful. Bottom of the deck, pull her out, get a clarifying card. So a lot of Virgos may have been going through some situations with their house, home, health, and partnerships, lovely, where they feel kind of left out. Things aren't working out. The end of the year, especially for some Virgos, can be a sad time. Capricorn season, that earth-to-earth element, the darkness, all that stuff is kind of coming into play here. But that's what we're leaving behind in 2019. So we're coming into the reading with the energies of the Five of Pentacles. We move into the energies of the Four of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful. Then we have here Major Arcana Libra. This is the Justice card, your next door neighbor sign. Your bottom of the deck before I shuffled was this Eight of Swords. This kind of holding yourself hostage to your thoughts. Not surprising for Virgo. And then that was clarified by this Three of Cups. So celebration, happiness, balance, and peace on the home front is yours should you claim it. The only thing that's kind of in your way is how you are choosing to think about it. I get that this Eight of Swords is really thinking about this Five of Pentacles. So let's start at the beginning. Your bottom of the deck also is pertinent. This is the Ace of Wands. Brand new opportunities, new confidence, new drive, new energy, more momentum, and heading in the direction of life that you want, that'll fill you up and make you feel happy. A lot of these January readings have been archetypical in nature, so I do want you to implant and plug in your specific human situation. But before I get into it, I will be talking more archetypically, but this does have to do with love. It does obviously have to do with romance, the people that we have in our lives, relationships, jobs, finances, career, dreams, goals, just health, all of it. So really plug your situation in here. These January readings are just taking on a more broad form. So coming into the reading, coming into 2019, leaving behind 2018, the Five of Pentacles. And you know what? I'm glad to see that in the past, but how does that feel? Emotional struggles, financial struggles, which then cause emotional struggles, issues with the people in your life, issues with your routines, issues with your jobs. It could have been a year where you had a lot of tumult and chaos and frustration and confusion as far as your place in the world. Now, Pentacles do have to do with our place in the world. how we shine in our career, how we shine in our families, how we shine at home, how we shine with our dreams, and how we make those things manifest. So 2018 kind of sees you coming out of this place where you are unsure where you stand. You're unsure who you're supposed to be with, where you're supposed to go, how it is all supposed to look, and how it's all going to make sense. This Five of Pentacles also kind of sees you outside this stained glass window. So for a lot of Virgos, it could have been a crisis of faith, crisis of consciousness, feeling left behind by those things that you did once believe in. We do have a partnership here, though, so it does always come in to say that you've either been going through this with somebody and therefore can feel support from them, or do always have someone who is going through this battle with you and is going through the struggle with you. So really coming out of 2018, being kind of bookmarked, you have high points, you have low points, but there's been this steady stream for a lot of Virgos, maybe, of this this underlying mild anxiety, this underlying mild I don't belong, or what's going to happen, am I truly safe, am I truly secure here? When an uneven pentacles card comes up, it could even come in to connote, will I be able to afford this? Is this going to be something that I can sustain? Is this going to be a job that's going to bring me wealth? Is this going to be a person who's going to bring me stability? So a lot of questions here, a lot of wondering, a lot of musing about your place in the world and just how solid that is for you. That's what we're leaving behind. That's what January has you reconciling with, because we move forth into this present position, this January position of balance. And here we go. These two people who were once out in the snow, feeling left behind, questioning their place in the world, are now seen here. The sun has risen, sitting down, making a bounty of vegetables and flowers under their wreath, under their altar of sorts. So if some of you have been having relationship problems in that, one, they didn't exist, or two, they were just going through a hard time, January does see that coming to an end, either with a reconciliation or with this newfound optimism in moving forward together. The Four of Swords also represents ceremonies and like weddings and celebrations in that way, which is also being corroborated here by the celebration card of the Three of Cups. So January is giving you something to smile for. January is giving you something to celebrate. January is giving you something that you can feel happy about. And it's really about feeling happy with others. We have a lot of cards of the other coming up here. We have two people here. Oop, it fell on the floor. We have two people in the Five of Pentacles. We have two people in the Four of Swords. We have a Libra card, which is always representing our seventh house of others, our relationship with others. And then we have this. So what we see here is a scaling and an evolution and an elevation of your relationships with people. Maybe your relationships with people were what was throwing you off to begin with last year. Are they solid? Are they going to stay? Your relationship with your boss or your family members, or very frankly, the relationship you have with yourself. January is offering you a far more solid start, a far more celebratory start, where out from the cold, out from the wondering, we have very solid yes. We have the card of four, a card of balance, a card of four corners, things working out in your home, things working out with your family, things working out with the people that you generally just share your day-to-day life with. So January is seeing you very frankly, very simply. It doesn't have to be a big deal like, just a return to being able to smile, a return to being able to enjoy, where we have Pentacles cards, gravity, money, the things that drag us down or can make us feel stuck. We move into the levity of a wand, the wand representing fire, action, motivation, moving forward, which is also being supported here by this Ace of Wands. Now we are moving into the outcome of the Justice. So, not surprisingly for a lot of you, your upsets were other people in nature, whether those other people were in your love life, your job life, your friends, strangers on the internet. I'm not going to say what it could be for you, just other people. And this sense of things were out of balance. Of course, we have the Five of Pentacles representing that disbalance, but things were out of balance because things were not in harmony. There could have been a lot of bickering, a lot of my way or the highway, a lot of I don't see your point of view, a lot of we're not vibing, so I'm just going to leave. And people just constantly disappointing you. People constantly, and I'm getting it's not even for big deal things. It's things that you could really be working through, but they're just like, bye. Or you're just like, bye. And it's just constantly being disappointed by your social interactions with others. Now, this is showing a more peaceful interactions with others, or the other, if you have one person or persons who've really been manufacturing the stress for you. But then here with the Justice card, with the Libra card, we see what? Justice being served. I always like to say that karma is the universal policing, and we don't have to really pay attention to it. That's something that the universe works out on its own. So the end of January is really seeing the struggle, the disappointment, the upset that you might have went through at the end of the year or in 2018 in general, being brought to light in this way that is fair and just for you. This is relationships that disintegrated, coming back into your awareness for them to forgive you or for you to forgive them. Apologies coming up. Reconciliations coming up. I was wrong coming up. Or I'm here to offer you this where I took it away coming up. Or I was mean to you here. Here's my kindness. Or I did too much for you over here. Here is my more discerning and more steadied action. However, your social relationships or your social networks were thrown out of balance in 2018 or in the tail end of 2018, the Justice card sees it moving back into harmony. And it's also with this feeling of a just result. This is not, oh, okay, hi, okay, well, whatever. This is like, wow, you understand why I was sad. Wow, you understand my point of view. Or the universe is giving you other situations and other people that are going to correspond with the frequency of what you actually want and where you're actually going and those things you actually desire. So the Justice card, Major Arcana, speaking loudly, speaking the strongest for any reason, is to saying, I hold the scales, I hold the sword. The thoughts and the communications and the people and the interactions that were left unbalanced, left untied, left making you feel like this are now under my purview. They're now under my universal purview, and I can fix this. The energy that creates the cosmos keeps the balance in the planets and keeps the balance and the planets in orbit and the perfect give and take of, sunlight, the perfection that is the universe. That is what has your back this month, and that is what's seeing you return back to balance, back to harmony. Let's not forget, Libra represents all those beautiful Venusian things. Harmony, art, laughter, levity. We have 2 cards of levity coming up here where we had a lot of grounded, somber Capricorn. It might be Capricorn energy. This is why I'm saying it might be the tail end of the year that just made you really upset. So this is a return to levity, a return to humor, a return to grace, and a return to enjoying yourself with others. This is a heavy with others card. Now we have here, which was your bottom of the deck before, this 8 of Swords. So when the 8 of Swords kind of grounds an energy, it's to say that there's some underlying anxiety, some underlying, I'm holding myself hostage to these thoughts or to the way the past was or to how I'm thinking. But with all Swords cards, and Swords cards have been, these type of Swords cards have been coming up for a lot of people. 2 of Swords, 8 of Swords here. It's this inability to make a decision because we are blinding ourselves. So I don't want Virgos to move forward with this happiness, with this levity, duping themselves in some area. For a lot of people, January is about cleaning up the trash. What needs to go? Take out the garbage, and sometimes that means people. Sometimes you putting your own self back into balance is taking a very sharp, not moral inventory, but a sharp inventory of those things, those thoughts, those people that do not serve you. And you can see them better and not be held hostage by them or be driven to anxiety by them when you take off your blindfold and untie yourself. This is a card of fake imprisonment because she can easily walk away, easily change her thoughts, easily see where all of her swords lie and be able to make decisions. So this is something that January is offering you. I don't want you to move forward into the month and into the year pretending like this is how you have to be. And this is the Virgo way, right? Analysis paralysis, always thinking, always wondering, always under this constant anxiety, when truly what is being offered to you is this healing coming in. She holds the sword, she holds the balance. You no longer need to do this. You no longer need to hold yourself hostage or to stymie yourself with this constant anxiety. She's got it covered. The universe is going to tip everything back into your favor. And that is when you're able to celebrate again. The Three of Cups is just perfect card of celebration, having something to celebrate. So some of you could be reaching a milestone, completing a goal, or just feeling better and then having that be celebration in and of itself. Very frankly, it's just having good times with friends and family, where this person or whoever you were going through it with or whoever was with you during this time of your life, you guys are out of that. You guys are out of that. A relationship is made anew. You're finding new relationships that make you feel better, that make you feel anew, that make you feel balanced, and it's truly something to be celebrated. So there's a lot of joy coming in for you, Virgo, a lot of turning that frown upside down because big deal stuff is coming in and the universe has you covered with the Justice card. Now let's talk briefly about what this Ace of Wands means. Just the gift from the universe of energy, once again, of joy, of fire, of spark, of passion, of momentum. If you were left out in the cold and your money was tight and you had goals and you had ambitions that were kind of being, once again, held hostage by your circumstances, the Ace of Wands kind of breaks through that and gives you new fire, new energy, new horizons on which to travel and plant your goals and see them succeed. So really what I see for you, Virgo, the theme is out from frowns and into smiles with the people who you deserve to be with. And where relationships really got you down and upset you last year, January sets off this tone of really choosing people or putting people in your face that are going to be more of a match to your energy and make you feel more enjoyed and in joy. So, Virgo, this has been my reading for you. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if this did not or did resonate, but you just still want something that is more specific to your situation, do reach out to me. $5 readings up until the end of the year. That is December 31st. I will leave all the information about all my other announcements below. Until then, enjoy your new year and get your cheeks, get your face muscles all ready to smile, because that's what's coming for you in January. Bye.